sound adjusted. Clock, and I forgot to do my sound test, so one moment while I... Sound? Sound. Good. Hello, I am Zyther for KQ Squirrel Moggington. Tonight we are back to trying to rescue Prince Ham Salad from the evil bastard empire. Or something. I've actually kind of lost track of what we're doing. But it does sound... that sounds correct. Hello, Mr. Exister. Hello, Flare. Hello to everyone watching all over the world.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
No. Sorry, Kelly. I'm busy. Hello, Jades. Hello, Tiger. Hello, everybody. If you're here, hello. You're helloed at. I am fumbling around with 2 or 3 things at the moment. Don't mind me. You may get a brief echo of sound. Nope. Okay, we're good. Did I remember to post all my stuff? Blah, 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 blah. Here to hue my dragon. That's okay. You can paint them any color you want. Kelly is your destiny. Yes, it is. What in the absolute fuck is this music? Sorcerian Volume 2. Okay, sure. I was like, what is this? This is too funky for Falcom. No, it's not. Nothing is too funky for Falcom. Anyway, what were we doing? We were trying to rescue Prince Ham Salad. We went to a cave. We got some dragon teeth by beating up a bone dragon. I'm sorry, is that like a sheet metal? That is sheet metal. They are wibbling sheet metal up and down. I love it. That's great. Video games. We are playing video games. What a feat. What an amazing life we live. We live a life that is pure. And that is the X-Files theme. Okay, I love the world. It's great. If Doggy is a wall crusher, does that make him a break dancer? I don't think so. I think for that you'd need like a ninja, like Joe Musashi or Hisashi or... No, Joe Hisashi is the guy who does the Studio Ghibli soundtracks. Joe Musashi is the dude from Shinobi. So you'd need him. The world today may not have Dolly Parton in it, but the world today is still the world that she loved. So, I'm feeling very comforted by that. Sorcerian Volume 2 is either Sengoku or Pyramid flavored. Good news, it's both. Joe Hisashi, yes, that is the man of which I am, or was, speaking. But, believe it or not, I think Sorcerian Volume 2 is both. Like, there are levels that are Sengoku flavored, and then there are levels that are Pyramid flavored. And you can, of course, carry loot between them. Not that... I actually never really got too into Sorcerian. Anyway, hello! We're going to move over here now. And I'm gonna bump you folks down just a little smudge. And I'm going to turn off the music. There was an MSX2 version that was a combo version. That's good. And we're gonna get started on... no, we're not. That's the wrong... We are not going to be playing Super Robot Wars 4 tonight. We're going to be playing Emerald Dragon. Sorry, I loaded up the wrong ROM. Oh, it doesn't matter. It wasn't capturing. That's fine. Now this is... Hold on. You can go away. And you can get real big. That's good enough. That's close enough, I think. It looks a little shitty, but... no, let's do this right. Yeah. There we go. Is 4 where they started having original villains, at least? I think that was 3 where they started having original villains. Just let me make sure that this is on the sound chart. Yeah, Emu Hawk is on the sound chart. Okay. And then we can start. After all this hyperbole. Alright.
An object at rest cannot be stopped!
I think it can. I think it was. My object at rest is stopped. I'm stopped for now. So we are level 52 and 54. Did I don't believe for 1 second that Osterkon will keep his word. Fort Mithramir is north of the town of Kurder, right? We got no idea what'll happen. Better prep for a fight in town before we go. Okay, so they are explicitly telling me, check the stores, get prepped up. Let's check the stores, let's get prepped up. You can take the measure of a man just by the way he buys weapons, like, say, the kind that skimps and dies for it. I don't want to skimp and die for weapons. We already have all of this, so... Except possibly the self bow, but I think we've got better. Alright, do we need items? Khosrow has no items, Cameron has no items. Couple of heal potions. We do need items. It would probably be a good idea to pick up some items. Let me just orbit town. Oh dear, we're in kind of a basic town, so we only have basic items. We're not getting the high potions and stuff. Alright, that makes sense. What town is this? Is there like a sign around here that tells me what town we're near? Because I don't remember. I do like this tune, though. This game's soundtrack has been really nice. Fort Zalma, south town of Ironvod. Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to Ironvod. I'm gonna get on Stagecoach. And we're gonna drive out to the correct town. Assuming I can walk through a door. Town of Kurder. So hello everyone, welcome back to Emerald Dragon. The only game where we dragon emeralds. I am, as always, your host. Zayazafina, Squirrella, Contessa, Bobeska, Banana Fanafofeska the third. We got run over by a horse. I mean, you're not wrong. Alright, let's buy some hyper potions. 2 hyper potions for everybody. 3 hyper potions for everybody at least. I like my potions like I like everything else. Kind of hyper. Alright, that'll do. Before I did that, I probably should have checked the weapon and armor shops. What are we wearing? Plate mail, iron shield, salad. Plate mail, iron shield, salad. Okay. We're cool. We're good. Everything's fine. And as for you, Greatsword, Warhammer. Does anybody have a Warhammer? Longbow, strength 132. You know, I have been complaining that Yaman isn't pulling his weight. He's got a longbow. Oh! Maybe he needs better armor, actually. I kinda completely forgot about that part of... Actually, Tamarin, honey, can you wield this? No. Tamarin, honey, you have no weapon powers. And no ability to dress up. And neither can Yaman. Okay, well, I guess everybody is kitted out as well as they can be. That's very depressing. Oh well. I was hoping I could, you know, fix people up a little bit, but no. Alright. There was a bridge up here somewhere that we attempted to cross last time, and a bunch of guys came out and yelled at us. So what we need to do is probably go back and try to cross that bridge again. As soon as we're all done knocking the hell out of these enemies. As I was saying, I hope you're all well. I hope you're roughly as good as you can be, if not better. And, meanwhile, everybody's just gonna run in, try to kill us. That's wonderful for them. I don't think it's gonna help. Been looking into free DOS stuff. You know, I don't know anything about free DOS. I'm used to all DOS being free because I pirate it, but, you know, good luck with that. Meanwhile, we're just gonna knock the fuck out of Yaman. Yeah, there goes Yaman. He retreated. It's a good thing he's not earning any experience anyway. Tamarin was. Fritos, rhymes with Cheetos. I was thinking that it was, like, Fritos. But I knew that in my heart that it wasn't. Because you can't get the chips anymore. They're too expensive. We've got a lot of bumping and grinding going on. A still maintained open source version of DOS. That makes sense. Okay. One of the things that I wanted to do, but I didn't get around to, was, between streams, I wanted to grind a little. I wanted to just park and farm monsters aggressively in a corner of the map somewhere. It took longer for them to dilate your eyes than to laser them. That makes sense to me. Your eyes don't go faster than light, so it makes sense that it takes longer to dilate than laser. Alright, already, we are here, so... let's go ahead and use a hyper potion. That'll recover some health? Okay. I'm sorry, I became a cat all of a sudden. We are troops under the direct command of Lord Astrakhan. By his orders, we have come to claim Avesta from you. Now hand it over! Now you just wait a second. I trust you brought the black crystal as we arranged. Black crystal? I don't know what you're talking about. Quit whining and hand it over. Yep. They're just gonna try to rush us down. This has gone incredibly well for every other Dark Soldier that's ever attacked us. I have no reason to believe it will end badly for them. Fortunately, Atrushan is tanking. That's actually good, because it's very hard for them to kill him. I kind of wish people didn't have quite so many buffing spells. Because they spend all their time casting those, instead of, like, trying to kill the enemy. And I'm like, it's nice that your movement speed is 0.5% faster, but you never go anywhere! On the other hand, I never go anywhere either, so I don't know what I'm complaining about. That damned Astrakhan. Looks like he never meant to keep his word for a single second. Evil man, I show no mercy to Astrakhan. God, I love his cheekbone. Like, I can't tell if that's supposed to be a scar or the angle of his face. But his cheekbone is so pronounced. Well, screw it. We know how to get our way through brute force, too. But Haslam! So what? Since that jackass wants Avesta, he can't touch the Black Crystal. In any case, let's hurry. I kind of love that our characters just do not give the smallest fuck about the bad guys. Like, they simply are not taking this situation seriously. And I kind of enjoy that. Like, is Astrakhan kind of a world-threatening danger? Maybe. He's certainly a kingdom-threatening danger. But nobody cares. He's just that jackass. Alright, we got oh man, you got range, Fauna. Very nice. Alright, where are we actually headed? I'm gonna use party chat here. Once we're done beating up the Thork. And he explodes. The end. Well, let me tell you, I ain't happy this turned into them coming after us. Fort Mithramur sounds like it's crawling with Hellion troops. I won't let anything stand in my way. Take them out, every last one of them. Well, Fauna is on course for genocide. And this being a game from the 90s, genocide is okay. Get 'em, boys! That was your plan, get 'em. That's your plan. So just like every other time the entire Dark Army has sprinted directly at us, I'm sure this will end well for them. They have so many more numbers now. Alright. I'm trying to mostly roadblock them from getting to the 2 and back. It's a little difficult, though. You can't control an entire battle this way. Like, I am trying to employ tactics, it's just that everything's a bit ramshackle here. Yeah, Tamarin's gonna die again. Hate when that happens. Oh, no, she's fine. Alright, how can I protect her? Honestly, these two are the main problem now. I managed to get one. I'm glad that crit can still just about kill. Alright. That was not hard. Here we are at the fort. Let's head on in. I should have bought some tents. You hear Astrakhan's voice from somewhere. I see you've come bearing a Vesta. Show yourself, Astrakhan! We've bought a Vesta. Return Haslam as we agreed. Don't lose your head. I'll of course be happy to make an exchange for this black crystal. If, that is, you're able to reach me first. I love when 90s anime characters roll the R around in Yarl. You son of a... Very obnoxious laugh, I approve. Alright, we have to get somewhere, and I don't think I'm going the right way. Yep, welcome to We're Gonna Wear You Down. The game show where they wear you... In your head, that's an Ojo laugh. He clearly doesn't realize he's in a game where characters die. Why wouldn't he? He's killed some of them, I think. What it reminds me of is there's this skit, or like a little sketch comedy thing from some TV show where voice actors play video games together. And they're playing a Yu Yu Hakusho game. And, they all pick the same character because he's voiced by Norio Wakamoto. And they all start imitating his voice! in the most impetuous way. And, you know, doing his signature laughs and all. It's a very fun clip. I unfortunately don't have it here to show anybody, but you'll have to take my word for it. Ah. Being in a game where characters and like, you can't really account for that. Like, if you try to account for what genre you're in, you're probably gonna guess wrong. Some of the VAs from mostly Hoyo Gacha games do stream where they play the game and roll for their own characters and bounce off each other. Yeah, that kind of thing is fun. I mean, they probably have an advertising budget for it, because I'm a very cynical person. But that kind of thing can be fun. I know, the Silent Hill motion capture actress, I think, maybe, did a stream. The Silent Hill F motion capture actress did a stream where she, like, played the game, and she was just overwhelmed by everything that was happening to her poor character. A villain that monologues like a Chuck Jones character. Now I know what you may be thinking. You're thinking, there's no way I could take over an entire kingdom. Well, you see, I am a genius, and you, unfortunately, are not. Yeah, no, if I try to channel a Chuck Jones character, I just get, like, the Wile E. Coyote, super genius days. Which, to be fair, that's not a bad thing to get. Just the poison guy from Princess Bride. Vizzini thought he was a genius. The jury's out on whether, Wile E. Coyote, super genius, is in fact a genius or not. I think I just went around in a great big circle. Yeah, there's some stairs over there, but I don't think I can get to them. Coyote vs. Acme is out this Friday. Huh. I will probably not go out to see that, but I respect it very vigorously. Like, I've never been entirely sure about all of the everything behind that movie. An awful lot of people seem to have seen it for something that was written off allegedly as a tax write-off. But on the other hand, Warner Brothers executives have been known to flush perfectly good things down the toilet just because they're feeling petty that evening. So, I don't know. Oh, I mean on the critical end. Like, an awful lot of websites and such have... Like, we saw X and Y and Z and... I don't know, at this point I am more paranoid about astroturfing than anything else. Eventually we are gonna get back to the other side of the castle. I'm sure. Then again, I know that Warner Brothers has dumped a whole lot of stuff. Wasn't there an entire Batwoman series that they were just like, nah, nobody deserves to see this? Batgirl movie, okay. Not a Batwoman series. Honestly, it makes more sense. And I hate that it makes more sense, but if you make something and then you dispose of it, it's probably actually better for your finances than releasing it. If you release it, you have to market it, you have to deal with all the other bullshit that comes with releasing a movie. But if you just throw it out, then you've created shareholder value. Alright, this is where we came in. I'm gonna walk back to town and get tents. I don't know, I've been trying to think the whole thing through, and it's very awkward, and there's a lot of conditionals to me, and it's just... I don't know what I can trust. How about a tent for everybody? The heart of the cards? I think you can say goodbye to Exodia. What is wine? It was a plot token. You buy wine for the local resistance contact, and he gives you information. But it just stays in the store forever. Alternately, what is wine? It's fermented grape juice. What is wine? Baby, don't drink me. Don't drink me no more. Alright, let's go this way. Aha! A chest. Aha! A fight. Wine is an otter sitting over in the living room while you do dishes and watch the stream. Oh, okay. Your computer is being weird. I have seen no... Like, if it's being weird, it's not being weird in here. Don't believe there's a conspiracy theory? You believe the Warner Brothers have been abusing US systems? I mean, that's the other thing to consider, yeah. And in a way, Warner Brothers is abusing US systems of copyright and tax protocols. That is a conspiracy theory in itself. It's just that it also happens to be true. Even calling it WB sounds like a misnomer at this point. I mean, I don't think there are any Warner Brothers left alive. So... Reminds me that I really did want to check out that Netflix Carmen Sandiego series sometime. I should really get around to that. Anyway, don't want to entertain or create, they just want money. I mean... I feel like everybody just wants to money, but... frankly, I honestly should play one of the Carmen Sandiego games, just for you. You delightful children out there who have never seen one. And I say that with all love. Of course, I have no idea which one. So... yeah, I gotta play some classic edutainment one of these days. I gotta break out the edutainment. I gotta fucking bust out the jump starts. We're gonna eat an entire plate full of peas. The only problem is that, how do I put this? How do I put this reasonably? I think it's very difficult, for me to stream children's edutainment software, because, I swear way the hell too much. I am always vaguely worried that an actual children's is gonna watch my videos and see the adorable cartoon character teaching them new vocabulary that their parents are going to murder me for. Where in time is Carmen Sandiego 1997 for MS-DOS? That is terrifyingly specific. Thank you. I'm writing that down right now. Carmen Sandiego is in 1997, Gumshoe. Bring me back a VHS tape of Jurassic Park. I'm going the wrong way. I turned around and went backwards. Dick Knuckles. Okay, I gotta turn around again. See, most people, when they think of the Chief, they default to Lynn Thigpen, the Chief from the game show, and I mentally default to the very Egon Spengler-looking Chief from the cartoon series with Zack and Ivy. So that's a cultural difference that, they renamed the 97 one to Carmen Sandiego's Great Chase. Through time. Alright, I've amended that. Get the hell out of the window. Go away, mouse cursor. Yeah, I really enjoyed that cartoon. I actually have the full DVD set of that. Lynn Thigpen? No, that's fine. I like Lig Thigpen. Lick Thigpen? No. Do not lick Thigpen. Look, Carmen Sandiego has been a lot of places. She's been in the world. She's been in the USA. She's been in Wisconsin. She's been in South Dakota, I think. She's been in time. She's been in space. She's been in... Waldo. What revelation have you uncovered, Flair? I thought I was kidding about North Dakota. I got it wrong, actually. I said South Dakota and Wisconsin. But... yeah, no, they released Where in North Dakota is Carmen Sandiego. It's incredibly obscure, and it was one of the Obscuratory's white whales, which is how I know about it. And now it's out there for everyone to play, because of video game preservation. Thank you, Phil Salvador, yet again. Saved from the Memory Hole History by video game historian Frank Cifaldi. Yep. Believes the game is a great example of history that might have been lost had he not recovered documents for his archival not-for-profit organization. The Video Game History Foundation does so fucking much. The Video Game History Foundation is as close to a shitpost as you can have for a functional, historical, museum-like operation. I genuinely believe they are the world's #1 source of Bubsy. And that is a blessing, and that is a curse, and it is a curse they have propagated unto the world. But also, it is great. The world's only source of Gex yo-yo tricks. I mean, somebody had that on eBay. So, there must be other... copy. You got a Bubsy plush toy? God damn. That's... which variety? Like, which generation? Is it the 4D variety? Okay, we gotta go back the other way. Anyway, is it like the 4D variety? Is it the, yeah. I thought so. I figured they would be stamping up the merch. Ramping up the merch. I'm probably never gonna... I don't know if I'm ever gonna actually play Bubsy 4D. It has a thing that I dislike in platformers where, like, they really encourage you to just skip as much of the level geometry as possible. But, on the other hand, you know, it is a Bubsy. It's fine. I played the demo. It's good, so... Yeah, as mentioned, I played the demo, and that was it. I feel pretty comfortable leaving that at that, but... eh. Atrushan, leveled up again. We are level 57. I don't know how long this game is. Broderbun made World, Time, USA, Europe, Japan, North Dakota, America's Past specifically, and Space. America's Past was the one I was struggling to remember. Like, I knew I was forgetting a major one, but... the cartoon characters showed up in a Junior Detective Edition, which was meant to help teach reading. Because Reader Rabbit is unfortunately defunct. had a CD when I was younger. Carmen Sandiego's Space Songs or something, featuring the cast of the TV series. And it introduced me to the band XTC. And if you've ever heard any of XTC's other songs, a children's record is a really weird way to be introduced to XTC. Yeah, they're good, it's just... it was very odd. They Might Be Giants was on there with The Sun is a Mass of Incandescent Gas, which I believe they have since retired in favor of The Sun is a Miasma of Incandescent Plasma. They had Greg Lee in there singing a bunch of songs. Greg Lee can sing. They Might Be Giants is a very eclectic band, and a band that has lasted so much longer than I ever dreamed they could. Look up Green Man by XTC, then imagine them on a children's album. Yeah, I think it was, even as a kid, I could tell that the XTC song was just really blatantly a song about sex. But it sounded very innocent. It was about cherry trees. So, you know, it slipped in somehow. If you're a little bit weird in the head, you will be a band forever. It's true, weirdos make the best bands. If there's not something a little bit wrong with you, I don't want to listen to your music. I'm sorry. There has to be something a little bit wrong with you for me to want to listen to your music. I was in a band briefly. I mean, in like high school. Some folks I know got into their heads that being in an a cappella band would be a great time, and it was not, but... Where the fuck is this path taking me? I have to check the map when we get out of this battle. When we get out of this endless series of battles. Don't worry, Lunatic, you're not missing anything. Okay? You're not missing shit. What you're missing is that I'll walk 20 steps ahead and get in another random battle. We are up to an hour and practically nothing has happened because of the battle system in this game. Oh, I think Devo are just a bunch of perfectly normal boys. Does anybody remember that time that, like, the Disney Channel made Kid Devo or something? That was fun. Where the fuck am I? I'm down here. Okay. There's the box at the end of this hallway. I'm going for the box. Having to type on your phone's tiny screen. Yeah, I don't blame you. Anytime I have to type on my phone screen, I immediately become deeply fucking incoherent. Oh, it wasn't called Kid Devo. What was it? What was... Hold on, I gotta look this up. I gotta look up the shitty child Devo. Kids Incorporated, no. Kids Incorporated with a TV show. Here we go, Devo 2.0. Literally formed by Walt Disney Records. In case anybody thought that was a good idea. And then, of course, there was, you know, I was gonna make a really biting joke, and I've forgotten what I was gonna say. Never mind. Also known as Dev 2.0, because of course they were. Yes. What is that? Who would that be for? That's right, I was gonna make the joke that the actual Devo 2.0 was Yo Gabba Gabba. Damn. And of course, Yo Gabba Gabba connected to the Aquabats. My personal favorite superhero ska band. The Aquabats Super Show is still, like, a tremendous comfort to me. Even if they really had no place for Chainsaw, the Prince of Karate. MC Bat Commander? Yeah, his name is Christian something or other. Christian Slater. No, his name is not Christian Slater. Christian somebody. But the MC Bat Commander is part of Yo Gabba Gabba. Jacobs, thank you. But yeah, the Aquabat Super Show, 5 guys in spandex. They fight crime. Poorly. I genuinely am not sure how we got to Bluey. The Aquabats always looked like they were dressed like cartoon villains, but were the hero. The reason for that was they're dressed in rash guards. They're wearing surfer outfits. Oh, you mentioned Bluey. I was talking about Yo Gabba Gabba. Are they connected? Huh. Okay. A Nick Jr. show, so is Bluey? Huh. I don't know. I've never seen that. No! Save me! Go ahead, wait up. Well, that's an obvious trap. It doesn't fucking matter. We're gonna get in a battle anyway. Let's go ahead and fall into the trap. Mark Mothersbaugh is a member of Devo. Yes, I did realize that, Devo was involved with Yo Gabba Gabba, which was involved with, Devo, which was involved with the Aquabats, who lived in the house that Jack built. I forget why we started this conversation, but I'm forgetting a lot of... We started this conversation because this game's battle system takes approximately 600 fucking years to resolve anything. I tell you what, I'm enjoying the game, but the battle system can go to hell. I hope I have the picker wheel ready and waiting for whatever our next game is after this. And I genuinely hope, I seriously hope that it does not involve Levos. I genuinely hope that it knows what pacing is. Getting really long in the tooth. Yeah, sometimes that happens. I'm still gonna finish it out, but honestly, at this point, if any of y'all want to duck out and go find, like, somebody playing Fortnite or something, I don't blame you. At this point, I want to put up, like, a window with Subway Surfers in it or something that I can watch while I grind on this. What do you take it for, Scrubs? I don't know. Do any of you have a weird relationship with a janitor? A flamboyantly gay man watches bootleg Cars movies. Jesus Christ, what is the link for that? We may drop stream and just go over there. I'm kidding, of course, but only a little bit. Alright, this is just a hallway. This is a hallway. What is this? Okay. I may need to get a, map out. You wanna know what's really terrifying? Only 2 reasons I'm kidding. 1, he's a YouTuber, and 2, it's almost over. Okay. What if the Emerald Dragon was inside of Atrushan the whole time? Inside of Atrushan is a blue dragon. It's not Emerald. Now, I understand that blue and Emerald are, similar concepts in Japanese, but we are looking for the 5 pieces of ancient dragons that summon an Emerald Dragon. So the Emerald Dragon is specifically an alternative thing. This is nothing. This is Bupkis. I'm gonna save. What the fuck was I talking about? And that's what Christmas is all about, Charlie Brown. I don't remember. Anyway, when this game is over, I have a bunch of other stuff on the wheel. And I am hoping for something with better pacing than this. But I do try to finish every game that I play. I prefer it that way. And honestly, if you want the truth, it's only the fact that I'm streaming this game that makes the battle system particularly tedious. Like, if I were just sitting back, playing this game, like, I'm 8 years old, I bought a new video game, it's a mysteriously translated version of this from the future, I would not be complaining, because there is more game per game here. This game is long. That makes it a better game than games that are short. Now, the terrifying thing is that in the FAQ that is on GameFAQs, the main game on GameFAQs, the guide on GameFAQs for this game is hilariously poorly translated because the guy obviously had no idea what was going on in Japanese. But he mentions at one point right around this area of the game, by the way, my characters are level 80 now. Anyway, do I know that I have the power to veto things? Yes. I can actually just not put it on the wheel if it doesn't feel good. I had no idea how this played before... yeah, Fauna's still gone. I had no idea how this played before I put it on the wheel. So, you know. That is on me, but... honestly... even knowing how this played, I would still put it on the wheel. There's enough good in this game to balance out the bad. And I wanted this to be the year of fan translations and Sierra games. How do I get up there? Up here. Something I'll generally know if I'm not going in blind. Yeah. Look, I say that because I know. Final Fantasy VII is on the wheel. And I'm actually sort of hoping to get that. I kind of want to play Final Fantasy VII. As a follow-up to this. Jeez, you're awful. Why didn't you help me back there? As your punishment, hand over a Vesta. Oh no, she's a demon. I never would have guessed. Is this a boss fight? I can't... doesn't look like it. She's naked! Everybody wants to be naked and famous. Everybody want to be just like me. I'm naked and famous. I mean, you can't tell if I'm wearing pants. You can't even tell if I have a lower torso. Oh, wow, we just blasted her off to the Shadow Realm. Everybody naked is famous for 15 minutes. You know, I can't prove that wrong. Also, poor Fauna. Nothing is going right for her. I really feel bad for her. Like that documentary guy who's still on the street buck naked. I don't know, but Buck Naked is the name of my Texas Ranger OC. Oh, we're in, auto. Okay. Holy shit, it's plot! Awfully late, aren't you, Atrushan? You designed your castle! Is Haslam safe? What, you mean this? Now, hand over a Vesta. No, you hand over the Black Crystal first! Troublesome little lady, it seems you still don't understand your position here. Nobody understands our position here. We got lost in your fucking ass castle. Ham Slamwich is imprisoned in the Black Crystal, yes. I have no need to make any deals with you. I can just as easily see the Vesta by force. After I smash this, of course. So what'll it be? Hurry up and make your choice. One moment. Water refill over here. I have the feeling I'm gonna need hydration. Alright, there we go.
今にも
It feels as though this black crystal might slip from my fingers any moment now.
わかった
Alright, we'll
アベスタを
we'll give you a Vesta. Just throw it at him. Just fucking throw it at him as hard as you can. It'll kill Ham Salad, but it'll be so worth it. Put a Vesta on the floor and step back.
それでは
Well then, here you go. Hopefully you're about to catch an arrow in the tonsils, man. Astracon, you bastard!
さあ
Well, bring it on.
相手をしてやろ
I can spare the time. Why did he say that in English? Okay, what? It's gonna knock out Fauna. Yep, Fauna immediately knocked out. Classic clone spell Nightmare appeared. Okay, I don't like that. I'm just gonna whack this motherfucker for a while. I might have to pop off some of those potions. Oh! Alright, that sucked. Oh boy, okay, I think we might have made a tactical error. I am probably gonna die here. It looks like those Nightmare guys can more or less one-shot us. Might be a scripted loss. Yeah, we'll find out. I really don't think this is a scripted loss myself. But we'll find out. I think what we're supposed to do is focus down the nightmares. Atrachan is defeated due to Atrachan's misjudgment. The adventure ended in failure. Yeah. You're just supposed to rush them down. Alright. Let's use a tent. Since we can. And knowing what we know now... I want to put you over here. You way back here.
What I'm trying to say
Middle.
is maybe you ought to save.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. Saving is good. Alright, let's see if we can get to the nightmares. Oh, wait, could I have just walked past him? If I could have just walked past him and, Anyway, hopefully we survive this and I can kill some of these nightmares. I would like to actually kill them, come to think of it. Not just get them red and flashing while they endlessly reproduce. At least we're surviving better this time. Okay, there's one dead. $25 damage to everybody because of a whirlwind. 50 damage to everybody because of a whirlwind. Let's go after the ones in the corner. There we go. I'll take out this last one, and then we can... We're doing a lot better now, and I think it's entirely because I went after the nightmares and got them focused on Atrushan instead of picking off the entire rest of the party. Now beat his ass. Good idea. I'm hoping I can. That's a lot of lightning damage. Fortunately, they keep buffing Falna. And Falna keeps, like, getting in there and just absolutely whomping his ass. More whirlwinds. More lightning, more whirlwinds, more lightning. Oh, good. We're doing big. Oh, good. He's red. All right. I think we got this. Unless he pulls out some utter bullshit attack, we got this. Come on. Healing, healing, healing. An arrow, another arrow. You're hitting him with the wrong end of those arrows. You know that, right? Yeah, obviously this guy's gonna be like the end game villain. Ah! Defeated! Leveled up! What now, buddy? Not bad, but our showdown will have to wait. I'll be taking a Vesta. Yeah, he doesn't even make an excuse. He's just like, nope, bye.
ブルブル来い決着をつけてやる
Come to Castle Dragon Nuts. We'll settle this. Drugot. Obtained a magic robe. If this is cursed, I'm gonna be very disappointed. Oh, wait, I gotta give it to her. Oh, man! Okay! Her defense goes... from fucking 18 to 340. Yeah, I'm satisfied with that. Papa Kent. Get out of here. Feels like I missed some upgrades. I wouldn't be surprised. They're not auto-beaming me out of here. They're... okay. I'm gonna say it. At least they turned off random encounters? I think I may be in the clear. Okay. See, I expected that the moment I said those words, I would immediately trigger a random encounter. Now, how the fuck do you get up on this? Hold on. There's a door here that I couldn't take because I have no idea how you get the fuck up on this. The magic words to summon Warmech. Okay, it's not this. Do I have to go up on this and go all the way around? I think so. So what the hell is in here? I think this is the way out. Oshvar, where have you been? I'm sorry, Osterkon pursued us and we hid in the forest. So that's the deal. Then what about the resistance squads? Aside from some who are wounded, they've gathered in the town of Vovi. Then you've done well. Atrishan, I'm withdrawing to prepare for the attack on Castle Draguant. Dragon Nut. I'll have Karchvar accompany you in my place. He's slightly higher level. You'll get better use of his stats. If you will, Karchvar. Yes, sir. Oh boy, we've traded one old man for another. I doubt I can be as useful as Captain Khosrow, but I am honored to fight at your side. Atrishan? I don't think I can fight anymore. Yeah, I really don't blame you. Huh? Fauna? I'm so sorry. Ah, if only we'd been able to save Hamslam. I haven't been appraised of the circumstances, but there's no use lamenting what's already done. Think not of the past, but what is to come. It's true, as some very wise men once said, the past is all that's gone, the future is yet to come. The town of Hell Road lies to the west. It's occupied by the Hellions, but let's rout them and await Captain Khosrow. Town to the west, huh? So there is. Alright. Yeah, I was kind of expecting we'd be able to save Aslam. I guess not. This game's kind of bleak. Alright, Karchvar, what do you got? Warhammer, plate mail, salad. Okay. Have a suspicion the big bad might have been lying. It's possible. I mean, look, you can tell this isn't Final Fantasy II bleak, because we have had some people in the 4th and 5th party slots who survived traveling with the party. If this were Final Fantasy II bleak, we'd be leaving just a trail of bodies behind us. Alright, you seem like you'd be good here. Exactly 2 people survive Farron's forces. Yeah, that's what I mean. Oh, that's a natural thing for townspeople to be doing. What is this, morning exercises? Ah, no! I don't want to work anymore! Forced to labor from dawn to dusk on nothing but water and a scrap of bread. We're gonna die like this, aren't we? Please save me. I can't stand this rock carrying and hole digging. If only the great hero of fire were alive to save us now. He would never have tolerated the Hellions' cruelty. Damn it! If only I was stronger, I'd take these jackasses out. And this guy just doesn't talk at all. I not meant Prince Haslam. But I understand. Haslam, great man. Man who should be king. Atrushan, you understand? You fight at risk of life. I too fight at risk of life. No time to worry. Live or die! Yaman. I've heard the Hellion platoon occupying Hellroad has forced the townspeople into slave labor. Really, Captain Observant? Was that also done under Astrakhan's orders? I'd call it likely. Let's go, Atrushan! The real fight starts here! Damn, I kinda like Yaman. Heaven or hell, a duel of one. The wheel of fate is turning. Is there any intention to play the sequel? To this? There's a sequel? Sequel has not been translated. Ah. Then I would want to wait for a translation. But... honest to goodness, if there is a sequel to this and there is a translation, yeah, absolutely, I'll play that. Okay, nobody in here. Figures there's nobody running the weapons store. Not if the town's been enslaved. I'm just looking for people I can kill. Let's try the bar. Elemental Dragoon. Same dev, but copyright hell stuff for the name. Interesting. I'm gonna look that up real quick. Elemental Dragoon. Utatsu no Hikari. Elemental Dragoon. Footsie of the Lights. The Footlights. Ah, this is really hard to search for. Alright. 2022?! You're fucking kidding me. Really? Japanese role-playing game, blah blah blah, sequel to Elemental Dragon and all but name. The story expands upon the crowd-funded drama CD by Akihiro Kimura, the original designer of Elemental Dragon. Players fight enemy in turn-based battles modeled after Dragon Quest games. Due to technical issues with the game that could not be solved, the game was released for free with a manual offered for 100 yen. Huh. I'm finding, like, the Moby Games page on this. But there is, like, no actual... anything. And... yeah, there's a free download here. For anyone who can speak Japanese and wants to play this. But... huh. Made in RPG Maker MV. I recognize that text. Okay, well, you know what? That's awesome. if that gets a translation someday, I will in fact probably play it. I have no idea where the Hellions in this town are. Oh, the gods help us at last. JP homepage. Okay. I found the place where you download the game, at least. I beg of you, save the townspeople. We've been forced to work to repair Castle Dragon Nuts under Ostracon's orders. They've been rounding people up every day, even the women and children. We're all worn to the bone. What do you think you're doing? Get out of here, everybody. We'll take care of this. Insolent dog, do you actually think you can get away with this? You're the ones who'll not be getting away with... You're the ones who'll not be getting away with it! I not allow Hellion cruelness. Shut the hell up, I'll kill you worthless bugs here and now. Alright. Let's duke this shit out. Slashed primitive oh my god. That was several thousand damage. That did absolutely nothing to those men. Many strong men do await me, and they're not impressed. Already doing 1,500 damage. Yeah, it is. That's a lot of damage. That's more damage than I should be doing. A lovingly made 1-to-1 on the characters and what looks like they're VAs. Interesting. Holy shit! 3,000 plus damage on an arrow! Using a really crappy bow. Meanwhile, we are all attempting to beat on this commander, and he's just having none of it. I think Yaman's about to go down. Excuse me, move out of my way, please. Thank you. There we go. Okay, we're down to just him and us. He's blinking. He must have incredibly fantastic armor, given what we were doing to the primitive guys. Okay. Cutscene. I was just saying I liked you, man. Yep. Speaking of trail of bodies, here's our latest victim. Goddamn beast!
ヤマしっかりしろ
Yaman, hang in there! Atrushan,
アトルシャンなんでこんな
how could this...
これも
This too, punishment. For breaking Dadva law.
報いバカ言うな
Don't be ridiculous!
そんなことがあってたまる
As if that could happen!
でも
But I not
後悔
regret
してないイシュバーンの
for Ishburn.
仲間のため
For friends! I was able to stake my life.
できたヤマ
Yaman,
アトルシャン
Atrushan,
必ず
you must defeat the Infernal One.
倒す約束
Promise.
ヤマ
Yaman!
ヤマ ヤマ
So in the SNES game, he gets a much less dignified death, although I don't know specifics. In defiance of fate, he lived. I envy the man. I missed a line.
あなたは
Who are you?
私の名はサオ
My name is Seoshiant. I journey to take back the bow stolen from me by Ostrakhan. You're
あの風
the man famed as the hero of wind?
英雄などではない
I am no hero.
マグンとの戦い
I have no interest in the outcome of the battle with the Hellions.
私はイシュバーン
I had abandoned Ishburn,
だが
but I can avoid it no longer.
あの弓は我が
That bow was a dear gift granted me by my master, the holy sage Crushroom.
王と戦うこと
Even should it mean fighting the Infernal One, I must recover it.
とんだ英雄もあった
A
もん
deadbeat hero, imagine that.
サオシアンと
Seoshant,
これは
are you saying you're willing to lend us your aid?
ということなのですか利害の一致を見る
So far as I can tell from an outside standpoint, it seems prudent to fight at your side.
そうですか
I see.
わかりました
Alright then.
それではお願いしま
We'd
す
appreciate your help,
勝手にしろ
if you must.
ついては
In turn, I have a proposition for you.
何でしょう
What's that?
過去に秘めら
There
れ
is something tangled in the past.
魔王の出現
Something that brought about the coming of the Infernal One. Something which is the source of all these woes.
イシュバーン
What is Ishburn's secret?
それを知りたいとは
Surely you wish to know.
それは
Well, of course, but
我が死
my master, the holy sage Crushroom,
とも思え
has lived alongside Ishburn for an age like unto eternity.
もしもその気が
Should you so wish,
死に会い
I would urge you to meet with my master and hear his words.
ですが
How can we do that?
この北にある
Cross the cave north of here.
ヘルマン
It'll be on the side of Mount Helmand.
死はそこに
My master lives there. Thumbs up, soldier.
こうしてアドルシャン一行
Thus
は
did Atrushan and his companions add Saoshyant to their ranks.
全身不知るぬ
Seeking to visit the holy sage Krushnum, they turned towards a big mountain. But there was much Atrushan did not yet know.
ヘルロードの洞窟
He did not know Hellroad Cave had become a den of demons.
それを黙って
Nor knew he the personality of Saoshyant, who'd failed to mention that fact. He failed to mention he had a personality? I mean, yeah. Okay, so, Yaman died, and immediately his backup character joined the party. That's how they do it in old school RPGs. he rolled up like a backup character, and he just picked up that character sheet and brought him in. Composite bow and magic mail. Jesus, Kirimini. I hope we can buy that in stores soon. He's looking pretty good. Here lies the hero, Yaman. Alright, did we free the local where is the local village? Where the fuck are they? Oh, they're over there. It cuts out the music? Yeah, moment of silence. Alright, we're going back to town to see if there's, yeah, there's townspeople now. Good. 20 pulse to stay the night. As though remembering Yaman, Tamarin bursts into tears. This entire party is gonna have PTSD forever. Hellroad Cave is northwest of town. If you ever get lost inside it, you'll never be able to get back out. The entire party is going to be Adrishan and Tamarin by the end. You're not wrong. The strongest warrior in Arbad would have to be Prince Haslam, right? I hope he comes soon. I think the only one who could possibly defeat Garcia the Infernal is the Prince. Wow! Yay! Giant scorpions are said to live in the depths of Hellroad Cave. Oh, good. Whoa, man, I ain't a demon. That's just what a demon would say. Yesterday certainly was terrible. Ever since then, everyone's been on edge, and I've had fewer customers. Were you only just enslaved yesterday? I know this, and I believe you. I heard the Varamur remedy is a medicine created by the famous Dr. Varamur in the town of Virgil. Okay, that's why it's called that. Cool. We'll pick up a couple... No, we'll pick up just one or two hyper annotant. Could a demon get this drunk? Maybe. Sell a big gold bar. Let's check the armor and weapon shops. See if we can get some of that magic mail. I take pride in my whole lineup. Buy something for your journey. We can buy the magic mail. Oh shit. Alright. I want at least this. And let's check for weapons. What do we got for weapons? Yep, that's exactly what I was gonna do. A holy blade! A holy diver! We've been down too long in the Midnight Sea. Strength 146. How does that weigh up next to our current weapon? Not bad. Maybe I'll get Karshvar a holy sword. Oh, he can't use it. I'll get him a battle axe. And I'm gonna get the Holy Blade. But I don't think we need to pick up the Arbalest right now. We have Seikened the Densetsu. It's true, we've Seikened it. It's Seikened. It's not Forsaken. Alright, let's head towards this cave. Oh boy, hell eagles, and snakes. And more cavemen. I'm sorry, primitive men. Oh, nightmares are just random enemies now. Yeah, you're right. I didn't fucking realize that. That's great. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Fortunately, they're not doing that needle thing. Max hit points rose by 10. That's pretty good. Alright, where is this cave? There's a blue dot on the map up there. That would be the cave. Okay. Hell Road Cave. With the Infernal One's power growing, demons have moved into this cave and transformed it. What's more, rumors say there are several incredibly huge scorpions in it. But there's no way to meet the holy sage Krishrunum except to pass through, right? Krishrunum. As you say. I dislike this, but for lack of a better option, let's go meet this legendary geezer. The Densetsu no Geezer. Covered in scorpions. Covered in scorpions. Covered in gold bars. I fucking love that scene. Scene in the old X-Men cartoon where Wolverine is mind-controlled into believing he is covered in scorpions. And it only lasts for like 13... Oh god, it's a teleporter maze! Gold bar. It's a teleporter maze, folks! X-Men 97 is an excellent show. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't finished watching the other X-Men. I mean, X-Men 97 is actually taking itself fairly seriously as far as I can tell. So, no, it will never have the meme-tic potential of anything that happened in the old X-Men cartoon. I don't know if they wanted to, but they'll never get there. Another gold bar. And now I'm back next to the entrance. I'm gonna go around that way again and see if I can't take the other road, and maybe that'll get me somewhere worth going. Step on it. Yeah, I think there was another teleporter. If there was no second teleporter, then oops. But also experience. The experience in this cave is coming fairly easily, possibly because they want to show off that Shao Shant is actually capable of, like, damaging enemies in battle. So, I'm feeling pretty good about this. Honestly, with the review blog stuff, I'm sorry, I'm not clicking the giant block of Discord text. I was saying words and they fell out of my head. With the review blog stuff I've been doing, I would, love to cover the entire Marvel Universe. I'd love to cover just so much random stuff. But, you know, there's finite time in the day and finite time in my life, and I can't really manage to do that. Yeah, no, it was some lady from the Morlocks. I don't remember her name. Alright, let's just head straight down. And we're here. And now we have more or less a funnel to go through. Another gold bar. We're getting a lot of gold bars. That's making me nervous. Like, are you filling up my inventory for a specific reason? Is it gonna be like you have to cross a bridge, but if you're holding too much weight in the form of gold bars, you can't cross the bridge? You fall down to your death? And I'm just describing Shadowgate now? Fortunately, this game doesn't seem to have a poison system. Alright, let's go down this branch first. Neat. So, here's a question for anybody who actually reads the review blog stuff. Should I branch out at all from just doing Disney Plus, or should I continue to keep my focus narrow so I have, you know, a specific field to pick from? Follow your dreams. I don't dream of, like, which fucking streaming service I want to watch shit on. Oh, they all come to the same place. That's... Sure. Fair. I'll probably just stick to Disney Plus, because that is a nice, limited field. Like, I'm not gonna get choice paralysis. by attempting to stream from absolutely fucking everything in the entire universe. Shortage of weird shit that Disney did. Man, yeah. I love... It's not even like they have all the weird shit that Disney did. They don't have Midnight Madness. They don't have Not Quite Human. Something about the game... No. No, I will no longer be writing about games on the blog. They don't have Song of the South, but you know why that is? Would anybody want to read about Song of the South? Would anybody want to watch Song of the South, you know? I doubt it. Like, out of bio-curiosity, maybe. Okay, what is with this? I'm getting nervous about the amount of gold it's like showering on me. I'm gonna hand some off to Saoshyant. And then I'm gonna get attacked. Yeah, see, the thing is, I would want to... If I were going to talk about Song of the South, I would want to be an actual historian. I would want to know shit. But I don't, so I don't feel like I have any kind of perspective on it that's particularly worth hearing. I think maybe the greatest asset you can have as a person on the internet in 2026 is knowing just when not to open your damn idiot mouth. Try and write something about something. Like, you don't have to have an opinion on everything that exists. You just don't. Alright, there is a blue square over here. This is a teleporter. Where does this go? Alright. We could go in here. Sure. This feels like a monster closet. Like, this feels like it's gonna be a monster closet. This feels like I'm not gonna get anything out of this. I'm gonna get to the end of the dungeon, and all the gold bars are gonna turn into scorpions. Mmm. That's something I would do if I were planning out a dungeon like this. So, let's at least distribute the scorpions somewhat evenly amongst the party. Whoops. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling like that is not entirely far-fetched an outcome, I mean. So, like, got feelings about that. I am prepared to jettison them if need be. I will save before going anywhere that looks important. Paranoia, cha-cha-cha, paranoia, cha-cha-cha. Anyway, in Paranoia, I count as a red citizen. This is like the Dead Money DLC of New Vegas. Ending on a raid in a vault full of incredibly heavy gold bars. It's about letting go. But actually, it's about, putting a bunch of gold bars in a box and then... What the hell is this shit? Okay, we're definitely in a labyrinth sort of situation. Like, we started out just in a maze, but now it has evolved into a labyrinth. We have entered, like, MazeCon 3. We've gone from a maze to a labyrinth to, perhaps some form of entanglement? How many Bowies would I rate this labyrinth? Well, nobody showed up and, like, sang at me yet, so 0. On the other hand, every time I take a turn, I am now gonna hear in my head, oh, if she'd kept going that way, she'd have gone straight to the castle. If the AI was less blatantly random, if enemies didn't swing once, fuck off for 2 seconds, come back and swing again. Honestly, that's all that's kind of keeping the game from being unbearable. Like, if the enemies were smart enough to actually focus a character down, they would be so immensely deadly that... that you would die of them. King Scorpion! King Scorpion sends his regards. Alright, we're gonna focus over on this guy. It's true, they are dancing. What I would like, honestly, to break up the monotony of the battle system is weak points, perhaps? Like, if I managed to get behind them and strike, it would do more damage, perhaps? That would be nice. Or, like, with these big sprites that take up more than one block, like, striking at their center, doing more damage, that would be nice. Elemental attack? I don't really need elemental attacks. I don't feel much of a need for that, since my character has no magic. And all the other magic on characters is random, so... So yeah, that wouldn't matter at all. Is healing magic coming my way, guys? Or should I do something about this myself? Really like to know? Thank you. Alright, that's one scorpion down. Yeah, sadly, my other healer got super depressed. Little in the way of why it's like... I don't understand that complaint at all. What do you mean, why it's like this? Oh, wow. Big damage. Good work. There's no reason not to just jam yourself against their side. There's not much to think of in a macro sense. Well, I imagine they really just didn't want a complicated battle system. We're up to level 60. Let's go up here. This is the way out. Alright, that was a surprisingly short dungeon for this game. And we're back in the next town. Or... Shroom's Mansion. Hey, man. Tut, tut. Thou shan't. I thought you might finally show your face soon. So this Ostracon has stolen away the bow I granted you. Quite the pathetic showing. My deepest apologies, Master Kushroom. Well, what's done is done. I cannot be of direct aid, but I know that which you wish to learn. A woman has her secrets, isn't that right, Tammy? Oh, right, pardon, just a minute. Does that end the conversation? Where the fuck did you go? Oh, sorry. What was it we were discussing? Avesta? Avesta is a crystal of power created by the Horus. The Horus' transformation of the Western Plains into the desert was done through Avesta's might. I cannot believe even the Infernal One would be able to draw on its power, but... Alright, pardon, just a minute. I'm gonna do something that I don't usually do. I'm gonna stop the game for a second. Let me just save, just in case something goes wrong. I'm gonna stop the game for a second. And we are going to... Schmupulation. No, we're going to go to the place I actually typed, Google. Shut the fuck up. This is a repository of Japanese translated art interviews and such, and I'm curious if they have anything about Emerald Dragon. Search interviews, Emerald. Assorted interviews. Beginning this month with Soul Blazer, Crusader of Senti, Final Fantasy III, King Colossus. No, they have nothing. Oh, wait, they may. Yes, Emerald Dragon. Originally featured in Dengeki Super Famicom magazine. Let's read this interview with the developer and see if we can get any of his thoughts. First off, how do you feel about Emerald Dragon as a game? Hold on, 1 second. Honestly, it feels like it's been a really long relationship. It's been 5 or 6 years since we created the original computer version. And when we made this game, it was a very small team. We weren't even an official company then. It sold way above our expectations and has been a part of our lives ever since. Did you always want to be an illustrator? I was originally a pixel artist. Alright. Is your work influenced by anime? I like anime and I've watched a lot of it, but I've never actually worked in the industry. There's a lot of games now today, especially CD-ROM titles, that have anime-style movies and cutscenes. And I've certainly studied and learned from them in my own way. I'm actually going to be working on character design for an OVA in the future. I'm curious about that now. Akihiko Kimura, can anyone find if he's done anything for OVAs? Who are your favorite illustrators? Michitaka Kikuchi, pen name Kiya Asamiya. Kiya Asamiya is, he did all the designs for Iria. He did designs for Garo. He's a really cool artist. Nowadays, he seems to be mainly doing CG work. But in the past, I used the same art materials as him to draw. Actually, come to think of it, I also work on a Mac now, but I'm still into traditional pen work. Blah 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 blah. Please say a final word to readers about the Super Famicom version. I've been told the Super Famicom version is very different from the other console versions, so please look forward to it. The original Emerald Dragon is now an older game. At that time, game protagonists were mostly seen as avatars or stand-ins for the players, so designers didn't try to give them a lot of personality. As such, I drew Atrushan without many distinctive features, as a gentle, determined, normal boy. It's my straight, unvarnished image of a shonen, I suppose. A gentle, determined, perfectly normal boy. Standards of normality have changed. Bad guys are hard to draw. The basic approach is to include details like an angry, furrowed brow, a crooked smile, or black circles under the lines. However, in Ostrakhan's case, he was supposed to look handsome on top of being bad, so I tried to make sure I didn't overdo it lest I mess up that image. Like Atrushan, I drew Tamrin as your stereotypical heroine figure. She's cute, strong-willed, hidden strength within her, but that's all combined with a certain weakness that's meant to make the main character want to defend and protect her. Ah, Moe. I try to avoid any extremity in her design. You can probably tell, but yeah, I put more effort into drawing the female characters. It's more fun, too. I focus a lot on the eyes and their expression, but other than that, there's not much else I pay specific attention to. I don't have any particular preference for hair length either, but I don't get many chances to draw long hair. So between Tamrin and Farna was more fun to draw. An OVA known as Super Robot Wars OG Divine Wars. Hell yes. Okay, that's cool. So, we didn't get much insight on the game or the battle system out of that, but if this was done, at least in part, as a vehicle for the artwork, I can kind of understand the battle system. It does kind of feel like that, doesn't it? Like the game was done centered around the art instead of centered around anything else. I don't know, maybe that's just my bias. What was it we were discussing? Garcia the Infernal? Demons did not originally exist in this world. Never will they appear unless there is one who summons them. But to be so powerful as to be able to summon the Infernal One, well... Alright, pardon just a minute. Keeps running off. I'm trying to talk to you, you butt munch. Ostrakhan? Wretched Ostrakhan! It seems that ultimately he sold his very soul to demonkind. The archdemon he made a contract with is a demon rivaling even Garcia. You should be wary. Was there something else you wanted to know? The Emerald Graces? Afflicted by the curse on the Drakes, the Emerald Dragon died. Wishing to resurrect him, the elders known as the Ancient Dragons created 5 great treasures. They are that which is meant to become the body of the Emerald Dragon. The Emerald Graces. Of the remaining 2, the claw of the Black Dragon seems to be in the hands of Garcia the Infernal. Pardon just a minute. One moment, I am clicking this link. Holy shit! So this is the Japanese cover of Dungeon Hack, which is a D&D based game where you generate your own dungeons? This is fucking rad! What's going on back here? Is that a dragon head? That's a dragon head. Awesome! That's cool as fuck! I'm glad we looked at that. I got so excited I almost knocked something off my desk. The Emerald Dragon itself. The Emerald Dragon. He is the hero of the Drakes. To me, he was a friend beyond measure, beyond replacement. Oh, I ship it. And I guess Horus is the only one left. The race which prospered in this land long before even the dragons, they are the Horus. Let us look back 3,000 years to the time the Drakes alighted in this realm. A harsh fight broke out between the Horus and the Drakes over possession of the Holy Land. The Holy Land lay littered with the corpses of innumerable Horus and dragons. Both the Horus and the dragons have extremely long lifespans. But conversely, they bear the harsh fate of being rarely blessed with children. Consequently, both experienced a crisis of near extinction and so reached a compromise. It was decided the Horus would dwell in the Western Plains and the Drakes in the Eastern Land. Afterward, the Horus turned the Western Plains to desert by their own hand. There is now no more you wish to know, correct? I understand everything. Now then, we've covered just about everything. Well, why don't I tell you one thing more? It's rather good news. It's truly good news. It's very good news. Shut the fuck up and tell me. It's extremely good. I'm gonna put your beard up your asshole. The Prince of Irovad, Haslum, you see, he is alive. Haslum's alive? What Ostrakhan smashed was undoubtedly a fake black crystal. Who called this? Somebody called this. Congratulations on calling this. He's holding on to it as an ace up his sleeve. That's the kind of scoundrel he is. You should retrieve the real thing and visit the famed Dr. Varamor in the town of Virgil. Varamor should be able to dispel the malediction upon the Black Crystal. You know, Haslum was cool and all, but is he worth jumping through this many hoops to save? Like, for real. I think I have to go back through the cave. There doesn't seem to be anything over here. This article might be of value. yapari.info/Emerald Dragon. Pass through Hell Road. Oh my god. See, and then the game does shit like this. And it's great. Like, do you want to auto-navigate this? Yeah, I do. Thank you. Atrishan. Captain Khosrow is waiting at the bar in the town of Hellroad. He says to hurry. Alright, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to Hellroad, and I'm gonna call it a night. That's right, Captain Khosrow. Atrishan, let's hurry to the bar in Hellroad. Okay. Can I get a map? Yeah, it's like right down there. Of course. That blew right by. Tonight's session, it kinda did. I would be tempted to go for longer, but I think if I play this game too long in one sitting, I will burn out on it. So drawing it out longer is actually paradoxically making me less likely to give up on it. Because don't get me wrong, I do want to finish this, and I am fascinated by it. Like, they made so many choices in this game, and I want to know what the reasoning was behind several of them. That page goes into a lot of the Zoroastrianism. Okay. What we're going to also do is stop by and just start selling shit off. Gold bar. Gold bar. Gold bar. Robe. Gold bar. Big gold bar. I'm really liking it, except that sometimes I get frustrated. Like, I don't want to get frustrated and, like, take it out on the game. A lot of my complaining, just take it with a grain of salt. Khosrow, and knowing the order of his name, it's pronounced to be pronounced Khosrow. But for the longest time, you were saying Crossrow. I've been saying it differently as well. Like, I've been saying it sort of Khosrow. Alright, let's see what's going on in here. Hey man, what's going on in this bar? Yo, Atrushan! We finally got everything ready for the attack on Castle Dragnuts. Forgive me. In my presence, Yaman was... Yeah, I heard. Whatever happened, we lost a good man. Bet those damn Dadvar all blaming it on their superstitions again. What's the plan for attacking Castle Dragnuts? I've got the perfect plan! This time, we're probably gonna have casualties. Oh boy. What, casualties? Some things you gotta risk your life to protect. You better learn that lesson if you're a man. There's nothing manlier than death and getting murdered. Understood. Tomas! Show our wolves to Mr. Knight? You're in charge of the Shock Corps. Gotcha, Captain Khosrow. You can just leave it to me. It's Thomas Mater. Okay, team, let's roll. This time we'll smash that bastard's horn clean off. Khosrow joined the party. Nice. Khosrow joined the party. Alright, let's park. Welcome back, Cotter. Alright, we made some real progress tonight. We went places, we did things. We fought a scorpion, or scorpions. We got covered in scorpions. I, for one, feel good about that. Running was a debug-only option the fan translation made accessible for free. Yes, that is true. Running isn't fast. Yes. It also didn't have a fast forward button in battle. And holding fast forward in battle used to break magic spells, apparently. So that was bad. That was really bad. Anyway. Good night, everyone. I am going to drop off for now. Good luck. Enjoy yourself. Eat well, have a fat ass, and I will see you next time I stream, which is tomorrow.